Hey, and thanks for tuning in to the Rick and James Show. I'm James.
And I'm Rick.
Today we're just going to be talking a little bit, current events, what Rick did over the weekend, getting thrown out of boat a couple times,
Oh, yes. Yeah. How y'all doing out there? Hope y'all... First of all, we'd like to wish a happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Hope y'all have a good Father's Day this Sunday. I'll be spending Saturday with my dad, and my siblings are coming down, so it's going to be kind of a big hoorah because we celebrate his birthday and Father's Day at the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a cool thing. So, I hope all you fathers, get a little bit of time off and get to do something you want, get fed a little bit. Hope you don't get stuck barbecuing at your own Father's Day event, but, if you got to, whatever. Mother's Day is always a big thing, because you don't do Mother's Day right, you're going to suffer. But, yeah, Father's Day, I know a lot of fathers get overlooked. Even myself, it's no biggie, just as long as you get Mother's Day right. But, Father's job is kind of a thankless job sometimes. Yeah, especially when you have to be the tough guy all the time. So, whatever.
It is one of the least celebrated holidays.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Arbor Day is more celebrated than Father's Day, and I don't even know what Arbor Day is.
It's not about trees and stuff.
So,
Tree huggers, go out there and hug them trees, plant some trees. I used that in Korea one time. When I was stationed there.
Number one most celebrated holiday is?
Halloween,
Christmas.
Christmas.
You know what number two is?
Halloween.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Oh,
Yes.
Christmas and Mother's Day.
Christmas and
I know
Mother's
Halloween's got to be in the top three, though.
Day. Yeah, I think it's like number 8 or something.
Oh, it's in the top 10.
Maybe 6. Yeah.
6. Wow.
6, 8, somewhere around there.
Woo! I had a friend come visit me. His name's Oscar Churchill. I was in the military with this guy, 78 and 79. Known this guy for like 42 years, something like that. And he lives in Washington State. And he decided that he's going to take the scenic route and come visit me here in Alabama while he's going to Vermont.
That's a long drive.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we were crew chiefs together. But he came to visit, and he's probably done more in the 2.5 days that he was here than most people do that been here for many years, because he got here. The first thing he did after he got up in the morning, and he went to the Naval Museum. If y'all never been to the Naval Museum, you ought to go. And he got on his bicycle, rode on the Riverwalk, and he saw the covered bridge, one of the covered bridges that people don't know about, right behind the museum. And he rode his bike up toward Whitewater, and then he rode back down his car. He went to Providence Canyon and did the 3-mile hike.
That's a nice place.
Yes. And before he left, we rode the rapids. We did the 5 o'clock, so we get the biggest thrill.
Columbus Whitewater Express.
Yes, Columbus Whitewater Express. And we rode with 2 young Auburn girls, which was kind of funny, because they did. We were saying, yeah, we want the roughest ride. We want all the excitement, and who wants it? And it was kind of half-heartedly sticking up their hand, It was funny when we got to the last set of rapids. They thought it was over, but we had to go up that little. There's a little cove that you go in there. You got to pick the boat up and carry it, and put it back in. We did it twice, and then I said, "Are you having fun?" Yes. And then every time we tried to go back into the rapids and surf it, go up and then flip around, I could hear the girl, "What are we doing? What are we doing?"
They didn't like it, huh?
No, they was acting like they was all excited until we started going back into the rafters. And the first time we got chunked, out the boat. It was funny. We lost our guide on the Class 4 rapids. We were all in the boat, and we looked back. The girls said, "We don't have our guide." We looked back, and I said, "Where'd he go?" And then he went underwater, shot up 40 feet ahead of us because the water was traveling faster underneath. So it was pretty hilarious, and we told him that you owe us money, for us saving you, and we should get a discount. I said, "Does that qualify us to be tour guides now that we got through the rapids and you did.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a good guy. Man Cub, that's his name, on the trip. And these guys are hilarious, man. They'll tell you anything. I haven't lost anybody since I've on this trip, because people always ask them about safety and stuff, and they said, yeah, I haven't lost anybody. Of course, this is only my second ride.
Yeah. Try to get you a little uncomfortable before you go out there.
Oh yeah, and they keep talking about when we hit the last set of rapids, you're gonna want to die, but you're not gonna die because we done removed everything that could possibly hurt you. Because when you're in, even though it's like the water's turning, there's no rocks that you could hit. So that's the good part. You got your helmet, and they keep they needle you back and forth.
There's no rocks you can hit, huh?
No, not when you're in that turbulence thing.
Yeah.
You would think that with all that water
Thought
swelling.
that's where it came from, was hitting the rocks.
Yeah, but the water's, it's deep enough where it doesn't, the way the rocks are and everything's set up, you don't hit no rocks. The only way you're going to hit rocks is after you get shot out and you're going down the stream. There, there's little islands out there, I hit a island just to sit on it and wait for them to come rescue me. Second time I went pretty far when I got spit out. But yeah, it was a good trip, and Oscar was pretty impressed with what he did, and that was a lot for like two days, And he said he wished he could stay a week, and he might plan another trip down here because it's actually a lot to do around here. Oh, and we also went down to Broad Street. Went down there, and we had a friend, Francisco.
I believe it's Francisco.
Yeah, he plays the.
If you've watched any of our previous videos of the Riverwalk when we're downtown doing karaoke, he's normally down. He's the one that did the acapella.
But he plays a what do you call it? A steel drum, and he had a drum set down there like Gloria Estefan, like a snare, two snares, and then he has the clave block on there and a cowbell, and of course he was they played Careless Whisper. We had people singing, thinking out loud, and he did Zombie, and there was a guitarist guy down there, and with him playing and the guitarist, and people were dancing and singing, and just everybody just having a great time down there on Broad Street. And he says, I wish, he's from Washington State. He says, man, I wish our town had something like this. And it was a great time. It was just a great time. And, since he's from Washington, and of course, we get a bad rap down here saying how prejudiced we are all the time. This is the South, man. And I was trying to explain to him, we're not like that, what you see in the movies, all the time, how they portray us.
I believe that's where you got thrown out there.
No, actually, we were in the boat. That's where we lost our guide.
Oh, okay.
We're all in there. We leaned to one side, and then, see, there's the white hat. There's supposed to be a white hat in the back, helmet.
Oh, there he goes.
Yes, he's in the water.
Might be him.
Yes, that's it. There he is. And then, yeah, he got chunked out. So we were laughing. We survived that portion. That's a Category 4 rapid, hitting that one. And then when you go to the other side, I don't have a picture of the other side, but that was a Category 5 that we went into. That's me and Oscar up front and the girls in the back. And we did most of the paddling, because every time I'm paddling, the girl, like when I'm going back, she's just sticking her paddle in the water. We're supposed to be like coordinated.
Yeah, it's that's how it is.
And then they were scared because me and Oscar would get on the front of the boat, lean forward when we're trying to go up the rapid. So we're trying to prevent the boat from shooting straight up in the air. So we were hanging our head over the front of the boat, and the girls couldn't understand what we're doing. I said we were making it going up the rapid. It was pushing us up, and by hanging over the front, it keeps the boat from shooting up straight up in the air. But it was a great time. Great time. I mean, I feel a little bit beat up, but yeah, there's a lot of paddling. If you've never done it, and if you're kind of timid, you can go earlier, because they don't let the water out that until later on in the evening when they open up the dams.
Yeah, no, yeah, I looked it up because I was planning on going with you, and it looked like they had 3 different categories. And like the beginner is like level 1 through 3, maybe.
Yeah.
And it only goes until 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes.
And then after that, there's no more for the beginner. And then it goes to whatever y'all did that
yeah, we
next.
Did. And we had you can get in a smaller boat or you can get in the kayaks. They got those.
Yeah, they got the single person kayak.
Single person kayak. And
that you can do.
And they have an area where you can practice rolling and stuff. And if y'all didn't know, they did the Olympics down here, and they do what do you them standing boards. What do you call them? Standing boards.
Paddle boards.
They do the paddleboard. They had a paddleboard competition down here. And actually, people came from Japan and some other places just to do the race, you know. So a lot of people, if you don't know anything about Columbus, Georgia, there's a lot to do down here. The market's on Saturday. There's a lot of restaurants, winery. If you like to sip and paint, axe throwing. A lot of restaurants, you know, these little specialty restaurants.
Mostly restaurants.
Yeah.
I think they have axe throwing. They have one where you go paint a picture and get drunk while you're doing it.
Yeah, yeah. We were laughing. We said, because we were looking at the pictures, and this is the pictures early painted, you know, before they started drinking. And then we were looking at other paintings, and we were like, these must be the ones after, you know, closer toward the end of the evening. And also, they had the Miss Georgia pageant going on. And I used to DJ for the Miss Georgia pageant. But then they had the changing of the guard where the local people here that used to take care of it, I think they had a thing with people in Atlanta or something like that, because a lot of people thought that the Miss Georgia pageant was done in Atlanta, Georgia, but it's always been done down here in Columbus, Georgia. So Oscar was wondering why there was like 100 girls walking across the street, you know, all these pretty girls. And I said, that's the Miss Georgia pageant. That's the Miss Georgia and Miss Teenage Georgia pageant. And I used to sit about 8 rows back, which is my tickets were like $500, but I didn't pay for them because I DJ'd for them. So I did their costume party, and when they're crowning any vacant positions that needed to be filled, they would do it at CSU. Over there, what's the name of that? University Avenue over there.
That's where the main campus.
The main campus. That's where they would crown any vacant spots that they had to fill before the pageant if they didn't have it already filled. And I had to sit there and I had to play their music for their dance routine or whatever they're going to do. And it was a cake gig. I loved it because they always had good food, and you got to see a bunch of pretty women and their moms. You know, even the moms looked good. But the funny thing about it was like there was hardly any people that were guys that were straight in there other than me and Calvin. So we used to laugh, you know, about that. It says, are we the only 2 straight guys up in here? You know, so it was always a private joke between us. I told them, you can have all the young girls, and I said, any single moms out there, I'll take those.
Yeah.
But we'd be laughing and having a good time. It was a good deal. But yeah, there was a lot going on in Columbus, and there's always something to do. So we want y'all, again, to get out. Quit hanging at the house. Quit being afraid. Come on out. Have a good time. Just have a good time. There's karaoke bars. There's pubs. That Cannon Brewery, they make their own beers or malts or whatever.
Chattahoochee.
Yeah, there's a lot to do. So come on out. Take advantage. It's summertime. Quit being cooped up. I still see a lot of people walking around, you know, acting like they're afraid to come out, you know. And it's sad. People got to go out there and have a good time and enjoy themselves. So yeah, I had a good time because I had a friend that visited. And that's a funny thing. Most local people do not get out and do all the local stuff here. And like when I went on the ride, I was the only local person on the ride.
You said there was 2 girls from Auburn. That's pretty local.
That's
I consider that local.
well, okay. You can call that local, but they're like they told us that we're 45 hour away. That's what they were telling us. Where they were going to school for being an engineer. One was being on engineering degrees. So, but yeah, Auburn is kind of local, but they were on the Columbus side. I guess that's out of state for them.
Yeah.
But
I'd consider.
Yeah, but I was laughing because everybody else was from we had people from Colorado, and another person was from Washington, same as Oscar, Washington State. So I'm sitting there saying, am I the only local person from Columbus riding on this thing? I'm in that van with all these people, and nobody was from the local area really, other than the 2 Auburn girls, and they were just. I guess they're filling their bucket list because I think one of the girls had just skydived. And I looked at one and says, as an engineer, upcoming engineer, how would you make this thing a little bit more scarier? And she goes, this was plenty scary enough.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to do anything else to improve on it. I said, because I was asking her, the engineer, how would you improve this, make this a little bit more scary? She said it was plenty scary enough. I think she just didn't like getting thrown out the boat.
How many boats did they put in? Around. It was more than just your boat, right? It was...
Yes. Okay. Our particular, we have a rescue boat with 2 guys in it. Then the other guys that were with us, my family went. There was like 6 boats in the water, but this last trip, excuse me, there was only 3 boats: the rescue boat, us, and another set of folks.
Gotcha.
And my family went. I rode with my family, and of course I wanted the scary ride, so I'm gonna ride with my brother and my niece and nephew. They're young. My sisters, oh no, their raft ride went real short because once they got through the category 4, and they asked them if they want to go surf, they said no. That was a short ride.
Yeah.
We just kept going back up in the surf. But yeah, it was great. This is my third boat trip doing that. That's my 3rd ride.
I haven't been.
So and how long you been here?
Wow.
Wow. See, and like I say, when I asked you to the Renaissance,
I'm pretty sure I was here before there was even because the whitewater thing isn't that old. It's only a couple of years old, I want to say.
It's more than that, because remember we had the Olympics. When the Olympics, they did the Olympic thing out here, and they've been working on that thing for a long time. Whitewater. Well, listen, we should look up how long Whitewater's been here.
We should.
Yeah, look that up. Find out. They had a person out there taking pictures, and they have a camera set up out there was taking pictures like on automatic as we're heading through. So next time, hopefully, if I go, me and James go, he's gonna bring the GoPro.
2013.
2013.
2013.
That's like 8 years now. Yeah. 8 years. Good thing. Because they have one on Columbus side and they have one on Phoenix City side.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, over there by the Piggly Wiggly, coming through on 80 on the side. There's a whitewater over there because me and my brothers and sisters, we went on that side one time, and then we went on the Columbus side. Then me and Oscar went on the Columbus side.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had one on the Alabama side.
Yeah, and there's people who actually come down here and practice. That one kid who I think it was 16-year-olds won the Olympic, and they'll camp out there. They'll drive down here, live out a camper or a bus or whatever, and they said this is the best place to go because you can get practice, so much practice out there. And that you can see people doing in the wintertime, put their little wetsuits on there and get out there and do those rolls and everything.
Yeah, not me. Was the water cold?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, not me.
No, was it cold when you went?
No, the water wasn't. What?
Yeah, it splashed a couple times. It wasn't.
Oh yes, it was a relief to get out the boat. And there's one part where you can get out the boat, and we just kind of float down right by the glass house, Synovus, that area, right up against the building. We jump out, and there's a little area where you just kind of float, put your feet forward, and then we float all the way down this little channel, and then we get back in the boat. But yes, it was a great time, and Oscar didn't, he's done, my buddy, he does a lot of traveling in Europe and around the country, and this last trip he's been going to all these different canyons out west and stuff, trying to visit all these places, Carlsbad Cavern and all, and he takes pictures of the sky, stars and stuff. I've been out west, and you wouldn't believe the difference in how many stars you can see when there's like no cities around.
Yeah, it just depends. I mean, you say out west, but that could be anywhere.
Well,
that there's, you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, well, like I've been to L.A. and I hardly saw any stars when I was in L.A.
Yeah, no, you won't.
Yeah, hardly any stars in L.A. But when I got out, like in Arizona and places like that,
a lot of desert in Arizona.
Yeah. When you get out into the desert and you look up in the sky, and it's like, oh my God, look at all these stars. I mean, there's clusters and clusters. And he would take pictures of nebulas. He could take pictures of nebulas with his camera.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then he would leave, and then he can stack it. He's got taking pictures of the Milky Way, and he would stack the pictures on top of each other and get clearer and clearer. And it's awesome, what he does. And I was pretty impressed, But I'm glad my buddy come see me, because, like, I've known him for 42 years, and I ain't seen him for 30, because he used to come into the Philippines. I was stationed there, like, 10 years, 3 different times. But he became a flight engineer and would fly in there and always come see me. It's good to have friends, that'll come see you. So now I owe him a visit.
You're going to go out and see him in
Washington? Yeah, but I'm going to stay away from Portland. Portland's just right across, Portland, Oregon. I mean, I got another friend out there that lives in Portland, but, I don't know, man. Out there, it's
not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea. I love I love food carts, where they go out there and have all those different foods. I like going to those, where they have all these different food trucks and carts, and you can eat anything from Vietnamese to Chinese to Armenian, and they even had a truck. It's a Chamorro truck. People from Guam. He was out there cooking our local delicacy, which is Kelaguen, chicken Kelaguen, in a tortilla and stuff. And Corey from the Goonies, he even featured him. That was a big plus. Everybody in the island said, "Oh man, we got a famous Chamorro on TV." And Corey said the most awesome thing he ever ate. So good publicity for representing our Guam, our island, Guam.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, what else is happening? What we got going on this weekend? It's gonna be rainy this weekend.
This weekend's gonna be rainy, so we won't be down at the Riverwalk probably. I may have to look for somewhere else to.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna get that center stage down on Broadway, because they told us just to call the Uptown Chamber or whatever, and they'll probably let us have the center stage, which would be a whole lot better, because there'll be more people walking around to the restaurants and stuff like that, and we'll probably be able to get more people to sing and get out there and dance a little bit. I know Friday night they used to have a free band all the time on Friday night, and they used to put out bales of hay. People just sit on and get out there, and they usually have somebody out there playing something, and they'll be out there dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
So yeah, this weekend I think is probably going to be an indoor weekend. Whatever do, probably do indoors. I think it's supposed to rain all weekend. Sunday's Father's Day. Yeah, people are going to be, I don't know what they're going to be doing. There won't be much grilling out. So
unless you got an indoor place reserved or something like that, or
Yeah.
unless you got a good patio or something like that. But yeah, my family's all coming down Saturday. In fact, I have my brothers coming down tonight to start. And then the rest of my family. We got a pretty big family, so there's 6 of us siblings, and then their kids, and we got grandkids. So I imagine about 6 times 4, about 30. I'm thinking about 30 of us getting together.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Where you are you?
We're going to
did you book a place? Or?
No, we're going to my dad's house. Last year we booked that log cabin up there, Phoenix City, off of Somerville Road. There's a log cabin off to the left down one of the side streets, 32nd Street, 33rd, somewhere around there. They have a 1800 log cabin.
Gotcha.
I've done a couple weddings up in there and a Sweet 16. It's a nice cabin. It's got a big main room. It's got a kitchen off to one side and then another room off the other side. Good deal. We rented that out and we were smoking meat. Like, we rented for the whole weekend, so we were there a day early, smoking a whole bunch of meat, barbecue, all kinds of dishes. And actually, let's see, Sandra showed up because she knew my sister, which all these people that showed up were like, Rita's side of the family, which was my ex now. That sucks. But her family showed up because we grew up in the same neighborhood. So it's kind of around here, if you growing up around here was kind of weird because I went through segregation. And like I say, people that weren't so much friendly or too scared, I was too scared to talk to them, or they weren't allowed to talk to me. We're all friends now. Growing up, found out, hey, we're all the same. But like I say, off of Buena Vista Road, I come down the hill from Carver High School, which is coming down the hill. As soon as you jump the ditch, heading toward Rothschild, it was white all the way down.
It looks like we lost our video here. I don't know what's going on.
Lost our video.
Let me see if I can fix this. Give us just a minute here.
Well, we already found out we're not the best looking.
Well,
we're not the best looking guys. After our costume contest. Yeah. On that note, do you have the stuff from the Renaissance Fair?
It's on the YouTube channel. If they want to watch
Okay.
it, they can just go on the YouTube channel. There's a whole video on there.
Yes. We had a great time. We did the last week of the Renaissance Fair. Went up there on Saturday to try and win the costume contest because everybody says me and James look great until his son came up there, and well, we was just like props for his son. But he did. His son took first place in the costume contest for kids, and didn't Ben come in second?
I don't think they actually had a second. It was just whoever won.
She was a close set. It was either. I thought it was either her or him. Whoever. They were just too cute. And then they had one girl entering in the kids, and she looked like she wasn't no 13. Well, a grown woman, didn't she?
Yeah, she was older.
Yeah, she's trying to
for
enter,
sure.
Trying to enter a 13. Is it 12 and below? 12 and below.
12 and below.
12 and below. This girl probably looked about what? 16, 17. Yeah. And then when we entered the contest, I thought me and James looked pretty awesome, but this is the Renaissance Fair, and we lost to what? Star Wars characters?
Yes. Although it was like
cosplay weekend, so it's whatever.
Technical difficulties. Ching. What happened to our camera? Yeah. It was so funny. We get up there and everybody tells us we look awesome until we stood next to the girls, and we lost to I'm not sure what the characters were, but I know they were from Star Wars. We lost to them. And I'm going, man, this is a Renaissance fair. How do we lose to the Star Wars characters? Oh man, technical difficulties. You getting it?
It's working on it.
All right. Are we back on air? We're gonna be back on air. Well, no, you can't see us, but not that we're anything to look at, but yeah, it was an awesome weekend, and it was slam packed, crowded, crazy, because it was the last weekend there. I mean, even at 4:00, or no, what time we leave? 3:00.
Hey, we're back. There we go.
Yeah, even at 3:00 when we left, people were just coming in droves.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of people there.
There was a ton of people.
Yeah, I think it was about 3:00 we left.
Yeah, we had to come back and do our thing on the Riverwalk, and I stayed in costume. James bailed on me.
Oh, it was hot. It was so muggy out there.
James bailed on me. Shonda came out and sang.
Kids stayed in uniform.
Oh,
or
yes.
in costume.
And making money. They made about $14, $15 out there. Yeah, can we take a picture with you? I said, how come nobody ever offers us money to take pictures?
Because it's us.
Yeah. Oh, y'all too cute. Here's $5. Yeah. I said, yeah, look at these people. Next year I'm gonna make a leather tax collector tip pouch or whatever for the kids. They'll rack it up, What we should do is put like a tax, I don't know.
The bad part is he doesn't ask or anything.
I know they
Like, they just give him money.
walk out.
It's a little weird,
yeah.
actually. When you think
You're
about
too
it.
cute. Can I take a picture with you? Take a picture, and then here's $5. Here's $3. Here's $2.
Yeah, it's a little odd when you think about it.
No, you see the guy brought his turtle up there, and he was taking donations for his turtle.
We weren't up there though. Like up there is one thing. That money he made it at the Riverwalk.
Yeah, but hey,
It's a little weird.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's all good. He's making money. Yeah, and he told me next year I'd have to pay for him to come with us. Oliver said I had to pay him if I wanted. He says, he told me I know I steal all your thunder, but you're gonna have to pay me to come with you. I might have to pay him because they do ask for him.
They do ask.
They do ask. King and Queen asked for him. Everybody asked for him. Yeah, we couldn't go. Where's the kid? Not. Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. No, where's the kid at? Where's Oliver at? I said, yeah, okay. I guess we're nobody. That's all right.
We are. It's okay.
It's okay. What else we got going on?
Anything else?
You check what's happening downtown. We had an incident in Columbus and Phoenix City. There was it should have been national news. This guy went around and I guess you would call it a mass shooting, where he was going around. It was a young black man. I guess he had mental problems and was saying that white people were oppressing him. So he was out there hunting white people and shooting them.
Mm-hmm.
So he shot, 5 people?
Believe it was 5.
5 people. But there was no real news coverage on it. The only way I found out about it was a podcast from another podcaster saying, why isn't this national news? Because if it was reversed, oh my God, racist person, white person going out hunting all these black people. But, nothing was said. It didn't fit anybody's narrative. And they didn't have to shoot the guy. They captured him.
Yeah, they got him.
But they didn't draw down on him and put a bunch of holes in him. So that kind of blew their theory too. I guess that's why it didn't make the news, because the cops didn't kill the guy, when they captured him. So that wasn't big enough news for anybody. Yeah, it was kind of strange on that, And we happened to be down there, downtown,
Yeah, it was last Saturday.
Yeah, we were doing our little thing, and
I think
He was on.
I want to say they caught him before that though, at like 2:00 in the afternoon. We weren't down there until like 5, 6. But
okay.
it was the same day.
I'm like, ooh. Yeah, I had one instance where I was DJing down there at the river in Phoenix City. Down 379, there was a club down there, and the night before I was doing MVP Lounge, and they had a shoot in the parking lot, and somebody got shot in the stomach. And while we were DJing, me and Shonda was sitting there. We started getting all these phone calls. Are you all right? Are you all right? And I said, what do you mean? Are we all right? Yeah, we're all right. Why? What happened? And they said, there was a shooting. And I said, where was the shooting at? They said, MVP Lounge. I said, oh, that was yesterday. Today we're down here on 379. We're at a different club. And they said, oh, good. You're safe. Y'all safe. You know, and I'm going like, and needless to say, I said, we're going to have to cancel that contract over there. We don't want to go back over there. If there's any kind of shooting, safety first with me and my DJs. I'm like, oh, no, we don't want to go back over there anymore. So pretty much we quit going over there and DJing because once they have a shooting, I don't want no part of it. I don't want my DJs going over there. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have much going on this weekend. They got the Uptown Market.
Yes.
Market Days on Broadway.
Go down there and go get you some baked goods, some local crafts like anything from paintings to carvings to they got popcorn, vegetables.
That's it. That's all they got going on this weekend. Like I said, it's gonna be raining all weekend, so there's not much to do outside. And then on top of that, it's Father's Day.
Yeah.
Sunday. So
what are you doing for Father's Day?
I'm not doing anything for Father's Day.
Really?
I'm sitting around the house. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I'm going over to my dad's house. And I guess my son, they're going to celebrate Father's Day with him, but nobody's going to really celebrate Father's Day with me. My other son's coming down from Atlanta to drop some stuff off this evening. And my other son probably called me from California, maybe, because he's a dad. Once they're a dad, then, it's all about them. And, I'm lucky to get Happy Father's Day. Sometimes I have to call them and wish them a Happy Father's Day to get a Happy Father's Day back. But, yeah. What else? What do you got going on?
That's it.
We ain't got too much going on.
This weekend is gonna be a pretty slow weekend.
Yes. Yes. And I'm not sure. I'll probably just open for a couple hours and then close
on Saturday.
Yeah. Because I don't think anybody's gonna be doing anything with the rain and everything. I don't get much business, so I'm probably just gonna either close early or maybe not even open up tomorrow and head on over to my dad's and try and stay out the rain.
Yeah, I'll be working. We'll be here all day tomorrow, and then Sunday, like I said, I don't plan on doing anything. Sit around the house, hang out with the kids.
Do that Father's Day. Well, that's all we got. I'm Rick.
I'm James. We appreciate you tuning in. Again, if you want to catch the video from the Renaissance Festival, that is up on YouTube now.
Yeah. It's a pretty good. How long is it?
It's over an hour. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's like 50 minutes.
About
almost an hour long.
50 minutes. All right.
You can just kind of scrub through, catch the highlights, see Oliver win.
Yeah.
Watch the joust. The whole joust is on there.
Oh, yeah. I love the joust. Yeah, they clang each other. I mean, it's still dangerous. I know it's choreography, but it's still dangerous because a lot of things can go wrong real easy on that joust.
Yeah, I know somebody misses or something.
Yeah, a big horse running, full charge at each other and clanging.
So if you're interested, catch that. You can catch us next time.
Yes.
We are out of here.